The constable that was in the vehicle with Dr. Kevin Simit was laid to rest in an emotional church service. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV Let's Talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with our latest report. You can also add us on WhatsApp as well so you're always notified with our latest report, news updates, and current affairs program. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Family, friends, colleagues, and well wishers turned out last week, Friday, in order to pay their final respect to Constable Orlando Irons, the police constable that was in the ill fated accident with the now deceased pastor himself, Pastor Kevin Simit. And I can tell you it was just such an emotional moment for the family and friends who gathered at that place of worship in order to celebrate the life, work, and legacy of an individual that many said had an integrity and an upstanding citizen of the country. We here at Links 007 TV just want to extend our sincere condolences to the family, the friends, and also people who would have been associated with this individual. This has been a tremendous loss for the family, and the family right now is still finding it hard to cope after over a month of the accident that claimed the life of this constable. So Constable Iron is known as many as the cop who died in the three-vehicle collision that claimed the life of Pastor Kevin Simit, the controversial cult pastor who founded the Pathway International Restoration Ministries in Montego Bay, St. James. The 26-year-old police constable Orlando Irons passed away from injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle accident, which also claimed the life of the controversial cult pastor Kevin Simit on October 25th. The constable was laid to rest in St. Anne's on Friday of last week. To many people, Constable Orlando Irons would just be the police constable that was escorting Mr. Kevin Simmet, the controversial cult pastor, to Kingston to be formally charged. But to his family, his relatives, his colleagues, his friends, he was so much more than that to them. On Friday of last week, they remembered the man he was and speculated about the man he could have been during an emotional service to commemorate his life at the Yorkesser High School in the northeastern parish of St. Anne's, Jamaica. The 26-year-old was the father of a 6-year-old son and was awaiting the birth of another child at the time of his tragic passing. Family was important to the constable, not one to let Christmas or birthday go uncelebrated. He could always be counted upon to post the funny photos from the past on social media. His relatives look forward to those posts. They also look forward to the kind deeds he did for the family. In the eulogy read by his sister Odisha Irons and cousin Claudine Ware, those who mourned with the family were told that his nieces and nephews would look forward to their school shoes and backpacks, textbook, among other things, as he was an exceptional father. Irons was also a dreamer, a man with big plans. He often listened to relatives and friends' business ideas, offering them encouragement and guidance. It is stated that a month before his untimely passing, the cop had spoken of plans to pursue his passion, a second career as a financial advisor. His next step would have been to enroll in a course that would pave the way towards making his dream possible. His goal, the family said, was to ensure that he was financially secure in the later part of his years. The constable was assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Force Fugitive Apprehension Team as of last September. The young constable had been a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force for just 5 years before his untimely passing on October 25th. On Friday, relatives remembered him as a kind individual who was always willing to give a helping hand to those in need. At the funeral service, among those in attendance was the Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, Police Federation Chairman Rohan James, as well as Vernon Ellis, Senior Superintendent of Police and Commanding Officer for St. James Division. Affectionately called Lando or Iron Man, the constable joined the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF in May of 2016. He was determined to make the best of his career and serve with distinction until the time of his untimely passing. His colleague hailed him as a hard-working policeman who got the job done. After just serving a few months at the Anchovy Police Station in St. James, Irons joined what was called Team 63 in Montego Bay, an 8-member squad that earned ratings after seizing 50 illegal guns during 2019, the highest number on record for the St. James Parish Division in that specific time. He was transferred in 2020 to the Fugitive Apprehension Team, where he was working up to the time of his untimely passing. The family right now, I can tell you, is just in total shock, and this will forever edge on their hearts, their minds, and I don't believe that the passing of this police constable, based on what I information that I've gathered, they will never ever forget about him because he seemed as if he was such a kind, loving, and caring individual to not only his family but for those that would have been around him for some time and for those that would have worked with him. People flocked the school compound just in order to bid their final farewell, as dozens of motor vehicles lined the school play field as persons came out to pay their last respect to the young man who brought up in Bamboo St. Anne's and attended a Bucknut Gallimore High School. Despite the huge turnout, efforts were made to observe the protocol, with space still remaining in the auditorium as most persons remained outside. This is where I believe I'm going to leave this report for now, though. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. I'll also leave you with the eulogy by his sister and also the closing words from the Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson. Thanks for watching.
Memories indeed. Lando would not allow anyone to grow in peace. He was very provoking, but in a loving way. When it comes to embarrassing photos and childhood stories, his memory was very vivid. One of the things he would always do was to video call you on your birthday, and best believe he is posting a screenshot with your morning face. And I'm sure his nieces, nephews would look forward to their school shoes, backpacks, textbooks, or any other back-to-school supplies coming from their uncle or the random call to say he was going to the beach. He was warm, kind, and always ready to have a good time. He was an extraordinary father to his two sons, Giovanni and Gianni. And I'm sure he would have displayed the same characteristic of his other child, Oriana, who is on the way.
The things that made the family laugh when they heard that the son, that Orlando was doing this or saying this, they could identify right away that yes, that is our son, that is our brother, that is our cousin. And extend yourself beyond and above the call of duty all the time.